Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and my name is Starlight, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was a little bit today. Today is a breezy day, and it was an iffy day for most of the morning, like raining. It rained all night. So I hope you're able to get out in nature and spend some time with your family, your doggy friends, and enjoy like some hiking trails or some parks. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you could give my videos a thumbs up, and you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't be afraid, don't be shy. Swing by and say hi to Starlight. And I just want to thank I have a sister out there, and she just recently subscribed. And thank you so much. You're so sweet. She's been sending Starlight messages on my YouTube channel, has given me beautiful comments, so I appreciate you. Welcome to the family here. And also, all of you that have been here loving and supporting Starlight from day one, thank you all for being here with Starlight and loving and supporting me. And thank you, all of you out there that has inspired Starlight. That means a lot. Believe me, that means everything to me. So besides that, you can, don't be afraid to leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also share my videos with your family, your friends, and a parrot. Hello? And let's see. A dragon. Where did the dragon come from? Yeah, there's some dragons out there. Starlight believes in dragons. And besides dragons, is you can also check out check out the playlist, and don't forget the notification bell, ding, 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 like Starlight did. And you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I just recently have gone through this a couple of times recently, and so I'm like, hey, that would be a great topic today. And this happens to both sexes. This happens to men, and this happens to women. And you might you might be maybe that guy or girl that definitely experiences maybe many times, or you might be that person that might be guilty of doing this yourself. So you might be even both. You could be both. You could be guilty of it or experiencing it at the same time. And you're probably, Starlight, what are you talking about? All right, I like to get you wondering a little bit, what am I talking about? Of course, you pushed the thumbnail, but now, here we go. Is on this topic, it's about, this just happened to me yesterday, and that's why I'm like, yeah, that's a great topic, is when, you just met someone, and before you know it, you're not even expecting it. You don't know nothing about them. They don't know nothing about you. And they're like, I love you. But I don't know you. And there's all different kinds of way that people express love to so many different people. Like, I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my kids. I love my grandkids. I love my my daughter-in-law. I love you all. I love my special friend out there. I love I love I love my twin flame. Woo! And, I love animals. I love nature. I love people. I love birds, the cat down the road, the dog, So we all, have that love. I love people But, when it's like, I love you, instantly, so this is for people that do this. And this recently has happened a couple times in my life right now where it's like, how do you think you love me like that when you really don't know who I really am? What if I was wearing a mask? Are you falling in love with the person, the mask that I'm holding? Am I holding a mask, or is this my authentic self? Aha! Now I'm going to get all of you guys and girls thinking, is Starlight being her authentic self here? Or is Starlight wearing a mask? So be careful out there. Men and women are guilty of this. Starlight has, I have been on both sides. I've, a while back, I really don't have a habit of telling men that I love them right away. But I've been guilty of this in the past. And I would have to say my twin flame. I have done that to my twin flame, but it was before I even knew he was my twin flame. So, and so it is so important that you are, how do you know you love? What do you, so there's different levels of love, like I say on my YouTube channels, peace, love, and light. I love you all, and so there's different levels to that. But to, which Starlight's something else is that, I just threw a telephone number because I'm like, it's like putting that out on, a heart, with a telephone number. It's like, I don't know you, and, it's just, that is just going, first time ever meeting the person. So I'm learning to really, be mindful of the people that I get in contact with, is that this has happened my whole life, and I don't know if men go through that, I know men go through this, but I've had many people, even on my Facebook, claiming that I love you, I want to marry you, but you don't know me. And this is a big, huge problem in society and relationships. This is a big, huge problem why we have so many kids in the world. And that, whoopsie, how did that happen? Starlight did not do it. No, just kidding. But, this is a big, huge problem in the world where people are claiming that they love someone when they really don't, know you as a person. And this is what we really need to be wise and be mindful. If you have somebody coming up to you, I do know somebody out here that watches my YouTube channel. They always have somebody that's saying, I love you. So, and this is what I just recently told somebody recently is, you love me, huh? Well, prove it. Can you prove that you love me? So, is that you got to make these people, words are one thing, but action speaks louder than words. So if you got somebody that's, and this is where people mess up a lot. I love you. And now they want to go out and buy you a bunch of stuff. Oh, I love you. And then they think a way of proving it is, but let me see. Oh yeah, I love you. I'm gonna, here, Starly, I bought you some perfume. Before you know it, it's jewelry. Before you know it, it's some, here, I bought something else for you. I wish I had more things here to, gifts. So this is a big, huge problem with, and this goes on with guys and girls, not just that guys want to buy girls gifts, but this happens with girls, wanting to buy the guys gifts too, and I warned my son about that when he, before he started courting his wife that he is still married to, like, more than 10 years. And it's like, don't go out and spoil her rotten. I am telling you guys and girls, I have witnessed this through my life. I've watched people, studied them, seen what they were doing, and I'm like, I've known men that got with a girl, they were together Yes, they were having sex for, like 3 months. He went out and bought her like a very expensive jewelry. Here, why did you do that? And then men cry later on because, she's using me. Well, this is the other side of the coin, is when you're constantly buying them this and that. Now it's gotten in their head. They're like, look at this. Look at all this stuff he's buying me. And now she can use it as a tool. Yeah, your heart was in the right place. You meant well, but those women out there, not all women are like this. There's a lot of women out there, when you start doing that, it's like you're setting yourself up for a fall, is because now they're like, wonder what else I can get from them. And this is when the head games go. And this is when then they're wearing other masks, they're being fake. They're being phony about who they really are. And really, they might agree to everything that's going on in that relationship. You could have a relationship with that person, but now they're going to fake it because you're already buying them stuff. You're already buying them, and now they want to see how much more they can get from you. So, and that goes with guys and girls. It's not just guys go through this. I've seen women that they did not love themselves. They did not love themselves. They did not love themselves. Starlight, you said that 3 times. I know I said that 3 times for a freaking good reason. They were women that did not love the way their bodies looked. They were women that didn't like the way their face. And so, they didn't like what they saw when they looked in the mirror. And what they did, these women, is that they took their hard-earned money because they didn't love themselves enough, and they believed that they were not enough in that relationship. And then this is exactly happens on the opposite sex here with the guys. Same with the girls. Guys are no different than the females. Now this guy, he's like, wow, look at this. She's buying me all this stuff. So now he's going to play games with her, because he understands why she's buying them, because the way she feels about herself. Not that there's anything wrong with the way she looks. It's not about the outward appearance. It's about what's going on in the heart space. So I've seen this where women were getting used by men, but they put themselves out there. They took the dive. So this happens a lot with people out in relationships, is that they threw themselves to that person thinking that I want her, I don't want to lose her, and I'm going to give her all this stuff because I want to keep her. But then she twisted it all around and used that to take all that she could. So that's so important that, don't throw yourself out there. Don't chase that one. And I had to learn the hard way about chasing is love attracts. So, don't chase after that one. You shouldn't be the one always reaching out to them. You shouldn't be always the one that's calling them up. And I know I shouldn't say shouldn't, but are you always the one that's always reaching out to them first? And then you're like waiting for them to message you, and you're like, are they even gonna message me back? And then they do, you're like, oh, they messaged me back. So the next day, I've gone through this shit where the next day I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to reach out. I'm going to be patient. And this is what we have to do. It's ridiculous. We have to test them. In the Bible, it says it's absolutely okay to test people. And I've been, believe me, by my twin flame has tested, challenged me, pushed me to my limits, done all this stuff in love to make sure and to help me and to teach me different things about myself. So there's no nothing wrong with testing people. Now, tempting people, that's a different story, but testing people, seeing if they're being real with you. Are they wearing a mask? Are they being fake with you? So don't go out like, say if, hey, I just dated this guy. Look at, he bought me this necklace. Wow, look at that. I could flirt with him. I could do this. And, I knew people that did this to me before. This is how the setup goes, is that people, and I've been guilty of this a long time ago. This is something that Starlight doesn't want. I don't feel right when I have done this. I've been guilty of this. But say you go shopping with somebody, or you even look at something online. Men and guys, women and guys are guilty of this. Is like, oh, I love that. They don't say that, hey, can you buy that for me? It's like, wow, that's beautiful. And it's the energy is what they're putting out. It's their tone of their voice, they're using their tone of their voice to send messages to your mind somehow or another. It's crazy. And then, you'll get these kind of tones and these vibrations going on, and then something goes on in your crazy head saying, oh, she likes that. I have been guilty with my kids. I was like I didn't want to tell them really what I wanted, but I was hinting, I was like putting hints out there. I didn't want to say, what I would really, because then I'm like, I wanted to be surprised, but here, to be honest, is, I did this with my children, I'm like, because they definitely wanted to get what Starlight would love, but Starlight's like, oh, I would throw hints out in the air. I didn't say, could you buy that for me? No, I was throwing little hints out in the air and hoping that they would figure it out. I've had people walk in my apartment many times, certain people, and the same ones were doing the same shit. So they would come in my apartment, and when they wanted something that I had in my apartment, they're like, oh, look, I love this. This is beautiful. And then, like, we always want to make people happy. So there's been many times I've like, you know what? Here, you want this? I'll give it to you. So you got to watch out for these little tricks out there that men or women. Like I said, men, I have family members that are not here anymore where, that they were guilty of the same stuff, is like, oh, wow, the same shit. It's those vibrations that they're sending out. And then, you might not catch it right there and then, but like later on when you go home, you're thinking about, your day, things that were, and it's like, and then you're like, oh, you know what? I can go. I love making people happy. I love sharing. I love giving. So I'm going to, I'm going to give that to them. Bam. They got it. They got it. It is powerful what people can do. So women and men are guilty of doing that. This is a way that you can protect yourself, and not get deceived by people that are using their voice, using their tone, how they express the words that they say, how they do it. It's all a trick. It's all a trick. So don't fall for all that stuff out there. So, I recently had a male that did buy me some, like he was trying to, like I was going to do yoga, and I said, I need to, and I wasn't trying to get anything. I was just, this is something that Starlight has been wanting to do for a while. And I said, oh yeah, I got to get another yoga mat. Before I know it, the guy's already going out there. I didn't want him to do that. I wasn't trying to get him to do that. But see, bam. If I wanted to get something from him, I could have gotten it. He would have been definitely a good man to pick. So you got to really be careful. Is also other things that people will do when they say I love you and they don't even know you, is that because this just recently happened to Starlight too, is where people might already bought you something, and they want to impress you with how much they love you, and in their mind they're thinking, how I express my love to you is by giving you something. Yeah, that right. Don't we give to show how much we love? Like I've given my parents things, like for their birthday or Mother's Day or Father's Day. I give my kids, my grandkids things because I love them. That's all. Yeah, I do that because I love them. Now, sorry, Starlight's got to get some water here. But some people, they will lie to you from the very beginning, and they wanna claim to you that they are everything that you're searching for. But they don't know you, you don't know them, but now they're gonna display it, and they're gonna show you, and they're gonna try to impress you by getting you to believe that, yes, I love you. It doesn't matter how many times a person says I love you. Action speaks louder than words. And it's not about what they buy you. People, please. Just because somebody bought you a gift, I can, what was it? Jesus was betrayed by a kiss. What kind of love was that, right? If you read your Bible or you know that part in the Bible. So this is how we have to protect ourselves is, don't be so quick to run out there and, if they love you, they will love you without you giving to them. I know, isn't it? A bitch. Because once you start giving, they're going to start expecting. And so there's a lot of men out there and women that get really hurt because their heart was in the right place, but, maybe they gave too soon, too much, too soon. So those are really valuable lessons, is to don't be in a rush to give. And I'm saying that, even to my twin flame, I don't need anything, so it is so important that that person, you teach them patience, and, they shouldn't expect anything. If anything that they should be expecting is, faithfulness, being there, being a good listener, a good communicator, just being caring and loving and kind, all those great things. And just learn about each other. You don't have to be in such a rush to go out and impress someone, because you could be setting yourself up for a fall later on, because it happens many times over and over again with guys and girls. Not just women are out there trying to take from men. It's men, believe me. I've had many of them on Facebook, trying to take from Starlight. Like there's scammers out there. They don't care if you're a male or a female. There's women out there that's doing this. There's men out. It's like, it's even now. It's not just women. But like I was saying earlier is, sometimes people will lie to you first thing when they meet you. And I just had this happen to me, is that somebody lied to me and said, as I was heading out, their door, is, hey, here's a shirt. I just bought this for you. And I looked at this shirt and I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, he just pulled it off as, you didn't buy that shirt for me. So you just had that sitting around your house. That shirt, I wouldn't wear if my like that would be like, I would never wear a shirt like that. It had nothing, it didn't, there was nothing about that shirt. It was something that person was selling and just lied about it, so don't fall for that kind of stuff. Don't they got you at their place or whatever. A girl, could be at the guy's place or whatever, or vice versa, and they got something laying around their house and they feel like, oh, I wish I gave her, I wish I bought, and they didn't have anything, and then they just out of the blue, they just grab anything and they're like, hey, look at, I bought you this. I see your mask. I see, you're not even being real. My intuition was like, boing. So don't fall for this stuff, you know, hit the person's heart, they're already lying. So you got to really watch out yourself out there, is to test these people out. You love me. Well, let's see how you're going to do with communication skills. And, you know, when I write to you, are you going to write to me back? Am I always the one that's going to be writing to you every single day? I got to be the first one to reach out to you. I got to be the first one to reach out to you. When I don't reach out, you don't reach out to me. That is how you're going to know. That these are little tests that you can find out, is how are they with their communication skills? Could they even, can they even start on the bottom, So a lot of people will claim that they're everything. I'm everything that you're searching for. And then the more you get to find out, it's like, you know what? Where you are is where I was. So, you know what? We're not, on the same level as far as growth goes or any of that stuff. So just because somebody says, I love you, or even gives you, that's way too quick. Hi, my name is, I love you, here's my number. So those are people that you really have to watch out for, is when people claim that they love you. And I had to learn that for years, is I had to prove my love. It wasn't like something that, I won out of a freaking cereal box, oh yeah, Starlight. No, I had to work to prove that I love someone. It wasn't just handed, it just was that, oh yeah, just because Starlight said she loves me, no, I had to prove that I love that person, so, and you really need to be patient out there, is to have them prove it. Are you going to be patient? And no, I want it right now. I'm ready right now. What are you ready for? I want to get to know you. No, I you know me. No, I don't. Who are you? So, and then you find out that you're way off key on, oops, sorry.
Good afternoon. Kids ages 5 to 12 are invited to join us for Arts and Crafts Zone happening right now in the
Crafts,
Storytime
Starlight's
room.
going. So you really do. You got to teach these people patience. They're like, yeah, I want to, like when they're rushing, just like a salesperson out there, when people are too quick and they're pushy about proving their love to you, it's just like a salesman pitch or whatever, is that they want you to hurry up, just like all these salespeople out there that want you to hurry up and buy it now. Ooh, you got 3 days to buy it now. Those are the things you want to avoid, you know. Pay now, like, those are catchy little phrases out there to pull you in. And they want you, hey, you only got a certain time. They had a lot of these commercials on TV about selling stuff. And they actually gave you a countdown that, hey, last chance. You got today. Today's your last day. If you want to buy this, you got to get it now. And then you know what I find out? That was a bunch of bullshit. That was such a freaking stupid thing that I've seen here that day as I'm watching my, the TV long time ago. It's claiming that I got today. Oh, I really want that. I don't even know enough about the thing, but I see it on the, I'm like, I want that thing. I want to buy it. And, so you got, the deal is going to be up. You only got a certain many time to, get this deal. And you know what? I'm like, I'm not going to get it. The next day, the same freaking ad for the same thing that they were selling came up again and said, oh, yeah, you only got like a certain. Really? So you got to really watch out, when people are pushy and they're trying to force their way into your life. They're not patient. They're not willing to wait. So anyway, that is, I wish I could have gone on this topic, So don't listen to people that first thing, you can have fun. You know what? You could teach them a valuable lesson. This is how Starlight is if I wasn't in the situation where I am now. And then they'll be crying the blues later on. Teach them a lesson. Hey, you know what? When they want to keep on giving you stuff, hey, enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, thank you. Because you know what? Later on, they're going to think, hey, I gave you all this stuff. I bought you all this stuff. Well, I guess that was a lesson for you, wasn't it? You didn't have to buy all that stuff to get me. All that stuff. I didn't even need any of that stuff. I took it to teach you a lesson. Because you were fine all on your own. I didn't need you to impress my ass to go out and buy me shit. I love you because I love you for who you are, not for what you have. So this is what you got to watch out for. The universe, God, sometimes this will happen to many people out in the world, is that we have to learn our lesson, is that you don't have to go out and impress anybody by buying them anything. Absolutely not. They got to love you for who you are. If they don't like who you are and love you for who you are, empty-handed, they're not the ones. If they, if they're like always wanting to, all those little tricks is, oh, isn't this beautiful? Oh, I would like this and I would love that. Those are the little tricks that you got to watch out for. Yeah, you do want to give, and it's beautiful that you want to give, and it's beautiful that you could love them and you still want to give. But those are the little catches that you got to watch out for. Those are the little snakes in the grass that are out there just to take. I've witnessed so much in my life. So watch those little tricks out there, and, you could teach a guy or a girl a lesson. You know what? You got a lesson to learn. I don't need this stuff, but, oh, no, I don't want it. No, I insist. You need to take it. You could say, no, I'm sorry, I don't want it. Here's good advice from Starlight. If a man says he loves you and he doesn't know you and you don't know him, he wants to give you a gift, say, no, I don't really need it. It is really thoughtful of you, but I really don't want it. But if he insists on giving you that gift, this is where he can learn a lesson. He can learn a lesson by not thinking that he's got to give. He doesn't have to give, and we all have lessons in life, and there are some painful lessons that other people need to learn. So, it sounds like a cruel thing, but they have to learn their lesson, is that they don't have to give to earn your love. Absolutely not. Starlight is that girl, is I don't need a man. Give me your attention. Give me your time. That means more than buying me perfume, buying me a necklace. Is your time and your attention, your kind words, how you speak to me. That is what should matter, not about what they can give. It's given from the heart, but they can give of their time. Their time is more precious than money. So I love you so much. And so, don't be fooled by those people that claim that they love you first thing. You might have to teach them a lesson, test them out. You can have fun with that, or be wise like Starlight. I don't have time for that, and walk away. It's like, you know what? You got to go and, work on yourself and understand that's not how this works. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight, and you can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave me a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you could share my videos with your family, your friends, a cat, a dog, And you can also check out my playlist and follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. I love you all. And you know what? All I expect from all of you here is just, like watch a video. Like I don't expect you to leave me a comment, but I'm giving energy out. And if you just would learn something from these videos and work on yourself, that is a reward enough for me, is that you're doing something with what I give you. And this is free, an energy exchange, by me putting my energy out and sharing the wisdom and knowledge I have. And then you are giving back by inspiring me. And thank you for the new lady on my channel here that has been inspiring me, leaving me a comment, and all of you out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel and also, has left me a message down below and given me thumbs up or even share my videos. Thank you. See, it's this is what it's about. It's not about like impressing people with, if you want to do that and bless other people, but don't get upset if they're not going to be available for you later. Is that you just got to protect yourself from how much you give and are they playing those games with you. So anyway, I love you so much. This is Starlight, and namaste. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.